You want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about sports in the state of Michigan? You've got the truth, all right. Can you handle the truth? Find out right now on the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast, the show that detects and provides truth, research, and statistics about the Tigers, Lions, Red Wings, Pistons, Wolverines, and Spartans. Subscribe to its YouTube channel at the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast and listen to it in audio form wherever you get your podcasts. Follow it on X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Michigan_Truth, and like its Facebook page and know the truth.
And welcome to another episode of the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. I'm Taylor Phillips. It's powered by StreamYard, by the way. I'm your creator, host, and Michigan Sports Truth detective. In this and every episode, you'll hear nothing but the entire truth. No tomfoolery, no coddling, no entertainment, no bull, no junk, no nothing. The question is, can you handle the truth? Fair and accurate criticism, research, stats about our Detroit and Michigan sports teams. Got some interesting Tigers stuff to talk about, plus the Lions placing Taylor Decker on the active PUP list, the Red Wings signing Carter Bear, and the Wolverines flipping safety Jordan Deck. So let's get to them right now. First of all, Arizona Diamondbacks third baseman Eugenio Suarez, breaking news, is interested in returning to the Tigers. This is from an article from the Detroit Free Press. It's written by, Evan Petzold of the Detroit Free Press. Suarez is hitting .250, 78 RBIs, leading the National League entirely, an .889 OPS through 95 games, and he's a two-time All-Star. So some things to consider. The Tigers are buying and the Diamondbacks are selling, of course. I think that's obvious. Suarez is an impending free agent. That's also obvious. Suarez is a second option behind Boston Red Sox third baseman Alex Bregman. And then we got the advanced stats as I turn on the screen sharing right about now. Going to Baseball Reference. So, of course, win probability added, all that stuff. Let's just get into the 2025 advanced stats. OPS plus, that's 142. Run on base average, it's going to be 387 right now. Runs batting plus as computed for WAR, 146. So right now, his total WAR in 2025 is 3.0. His defensive WAR is negative 0.1. His offensive WAR is 3.4 above zero. His win-loss of an otherwise average team, 519. And this is win-loss percentage with an average team per season. That's 511. As the Tigers and Rangers are set to get underway here. Advanced batting. So hard hit rate, 50%. Line drive percentage, 20.6%. Ground ball percentage, 30.6%. Fly ball percentage, 39.5%. Ground ball to fly ball ratio, pull percentage, center percentage, opposite field percentage. All these are there. Holy cow. Win probability added for an offensive player. Holy cow. So that's 2.5. Man, all this stuff right here. Awesome. Got some standard fielding, and then sabermetrics. Including double plays, 12, defensive runs saved, -3 in BIS defensive runs saved. The number of runs above or below average the player was worth based on their overall defense, and their BIS defensive runs saved average saved above average per 1,200 innings. That's approximately 135 games. For pitchers, this is set to two innings. So his is -5. See, Gleyber Torres pulls one foul right there. Still 2-2 against Patrick Corbin. Torres coming in 281. Patrick Corbin, oh man, not a good ERA, but Reese Olson starting for the Tigers tonight. But the stats are there. Suarez's offense is there, just his defense, just not quite as great as Alex Bregman. I'm going to try to look up Alex Bregman's stats. I'm going to do a comparison. Right about now, value batting as to Bregman's defensive WAR is 0.6, offensive WAR 2.3, as compared to Suarez's -0.1 defensive WAR. So Bregman's defensive WAR is slightly higher, slightly greater than Eugenio Suarez's defensive WAR, 0.6 to -0.1. Offensive WAR 2.3 for Bregman. Offensive WAR for Suarez 3.4. So which would you rather have? More offense or more defense in this situation? So you can look it up at www.baseball-reference.com. Search the players, search the team, whatever you want. Search for all the sabermetrics. So the Los Angeles Dodgers and catcher Will Smith are scouting the Tigers' ace starting pitcher Tarik Skubal. That's in another article from the Free Press. Both articles from Evan Petzold of the Detroit Free Press. So 2 up, 2 down as Jahmai Jones flies out to right field. Couple things to consider about this. Skubal will become a free agent after 2026, and Skubal wants 10 years and $425 million. That is super outrageous. It really is. So the question is, can the Tigers afford it? We'll have to see. So as Riley Green steps up 0-1, 0-2, that was a foul ball. So the Lions, as we transition, switching gears, the Lions place offensive tackle Taylor Decker, cornerback Khalil Dorsey, corner, offensive guard Miles Frazier, defensive lineman Ali McNeil, linebacker Malcolm Rodriguez, and defensive lineman Makai Wango on the active, physically unable to perform list. And defensive Josh Pascal and corner Stanley Thomas Oliver are placed on the non-football injury list. Also, you got defensive lineman Levi Onsarike on the reserve PUP list and projected to miss the first 4 games of the 2025 to 2026 NFL regular season. Plus, the Lions have waived running back Anthony Tyus with a non-football illness designation. So the only surprise Lions player being put on the PUP list is Taylor Decker. Taylor Decker has been injured a lot, just like Frank Ragnow, who recently retired. But the bright spot is the Lions sign guard / center Tate Ratledge to a rookie contract, and he's expected to compete for a starting job. He spent most of his rookie minicamp giving snaps at center, so he could be a good replacement for Frank Ragnow, who, as I just mentioned before, announced his retirement. So we'll keep our eyes on the Lions and their PUP and NFI lists. So in other news, the Red Wings in NHL news have signed 13th overall pick in the 2025 NFL draft left winger Carter Bear to a 3-year entry-level contract. So that's wrapped up for him. So he'll need some time to develop in the minors, of course. I think that's obvious, or the usual, rather. And finally, Michigan Wolverines football, their program has flipped four-star safety Jordan Deck from Baylor. He's the number 37 safety, the number 53 player in Texas, and the number 403 player in the class of 2026. 42 tackles, 1 sack, and 12 pass breakups in his junior year with the Baylor Bears. So that is a good addition in the secondary for the Michigan Wolverines football team. So, our What We've Learned segment, Suarez's return to Detroit is a high possibility, but which would you rather have, Suarez or Bregman? And then again, Lions fans don't need to panic so much about the team's injuries because Taylor Decker is only on the active PUP, so he might actually return to action very, very soon. Return to practice even before the NFL preseason kicks off next month in August. And we'll get to the schedule a bit later on. I might have to need some help from one of my other co-hosts on Lions football, Wolverines football, and Spartans football. Of course, the Pistons wrapping up the NBA Summer League. Of course, it's all just exhibition, nothing at stake. But that's what we've learned in this episode of the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. I'm Taylor Phillips. Subscribe to its YouTube channel at the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast. Like its videos, turn on all notifications on the bell icon, and click or tap on live to find its latest full episodes, and check out our shorts videos. Also, listen to it in audio form on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music /Audible, CastBox, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, and JioSaavn. Also, join its supporters club on Spreaker for just $2 a month, the cheapest deal, cheapest subscription, cheapest membership, if you will, that anybody can ever afford on Earth. Also on social media, follow the Michigan Sports Truth Podcast on X, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok at Michigan_Truth, and like its Facebook page. Follow me on X, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and YouTube at DT2Phillips. Also on Twitch at DT2Phillips1984. Statewide business endorsements go to Cops and Donuts, Hooters of Saginaw, Flint and Taylor, Grand Traverse Pie Company, Meyer, J&H Family Stores, Positive Chimney and Fireplace, Rally House, Michigan and Rally House, Detroit, Jets Pizza, Alpine Chocolate House with 5 locations in Manistee, Boyne City, Gaylord, Alpena, and Sault Ste. Marie. Subway, Hubs, Hudsonville Ice Cream, Tom's Food Markets, including 1 location in Traverse City, Bigby Coffee, Detroit Wing Company, Tommy's Express Car Wash, Simply Delightful, Tropical Touch Spa, and Main Street Rocks in Lake City and Durand. Main Street Rocks in Durand is also a proud sponsor of Swartz Creek Youth Baseball. Metro Detroit area business endorsements go to Gino Surf Avenue American Bistro, Mocha Donut and Boba, Modern 7 Bistro, Northville Sports Den, Union Barber in Birmingham and Ferndale, United Mobile Power Wash and Dry Ice Works in Southfield, United Mobile Power Wash and Dry Ice Works in Southfield, Athletico Physical Therapy on Woodward and Ferndale, Blind Owl Royal Oak, Cali Tickets, call 877-225-8425 or visit CaliTickets.com. The Jagged Fork, Goodman Acker, and Northwestern Technological Institute. Local business endorsements go to the B4 Foundation, Cadillac Grill, Cadillac Nutrition, Cadillac Horizon Books, Front Porch Suttons Bay, Creative Embroidery, Cuts by Melanie in Lake City, El Cilantro Taco Shop in Petoskey, Erica Nita of Traverse City Real Estate, Michigan Coffee Company of Cadillac, Northern Auto Lab in Lake City, Pro Quality Cleaners of Cadillac, Raven Social Restaurant in Cadillac, Masaki Golf Course in Lake City, Bay Mills Resort and Casino in Brimley, United Food Service Solutions of Grand Ledge, Fletcher's Pub Texas Coras in Kalamazoo, Northern Star Event Rentals, the Food Mafia's Let's Roll With It Rolled Ice Cream in Cadillac, the Michigan Theater of Jackson, Yen Yoga and Fitness, Tees Tanning Salon in Cadillac, Wexford Community Credit Union, Firefly Kitchen and Bars in Traverse City, Toy Town and Cadillac in Reed City, Well Being with Catherine Palms in Traverse City, and the Sweet Shop in Cadillac. Until next time, stay on the lookout and remember that we always observe and detect the truth about our teams in the state of Michigan because the truth is everywhere. Ta-ta, hit them with a hind.